Okay.
Beetle Soop. Kaamotaan.
Oh, what's going on today? Tell us about the Spirit Ride.
Well, the Spirit Ride, this is our second year having it here on the reserve in honor of my nephew, who was unjustly was murdered, and we didn't feel there was justice. So my sister wanted a Spirit Ride. So she approached me, and I've been on Spirit Rides now for 3 years, down in the States, and the big one in Saskatchewan they have called Bring Home the Children. We ride 600 kilometers in August, and we finished our 3rd year this past summer. So what the Spirit Ride is following the traditions. We used to have them, but we lost that knowledge. So we're trying to bring it back. And the thing behind it is you need a warrior to start the ride, and you need your elders. So we have our warriors painting the horses here, who are younger warriors. And when we call them warriors, we're not talking about university warriors or modern day warriors. You have to have served in the military to call yourself a warrior. That's the tradition. I served in the military. I served some time in the United States Marines, and I finished 2 years with the Canadian Armed Forces in the Regina Royal Rifles. So I'm considered a warrior. But I want our young warriors to do this paint. But you got to have a warrior on the ride with them. And the whole point of the Spirit Ride is you're riding in prayer on your horse, and you're sacrificing. This is a short ride. It's nothing. Normally you ride 30 to 40 kilometers a day, and we're talking about 10 to 15 days in a row, like the Dakota 38s. In the winter, they ride 500 miles, 3 states. And if you've ever ridden in those, you'll know what I mean by sacrifice. So that sacrifice is compared to like the Sundance, when you sacrifice yourself. If anybody's been on a saddle, or who's never been on a saddle, they don't understand when we talk about sacrifice, because you're sore at the end of the day. But guess what? The next day, you got to get on and go again. So that's what these Spirit Rides are for. We're sacrificing, and we're on prayer. And we're on prayer not only for my lost nephew, Darby, but the whole community. Kainai Wellness did a good job this year, where they're saying, let's have heal in the community. But because of COVID, it was kind of shortened down. Hopefully next year we can have a bigger entourage to have the Spirit Ride. My goal is to pass this down, because pretty soon I won't be able to touch my toes and get on a horse. So we always need a warrior riding on the ride. And that's the point of it. These 3 warriors, they're not riding this year, but next year I'm going to try to get them to ride. And then even some of our elders. There's an elder on the Dakota 38. He's about 68. He's riding, and he rides the whole way. And that's kind of what we want to do, is we want to bring that tradition of our horses. The power of our horses is us. That's our culture. That's our tradition. We're horse people. We're from the horse nation. But we're losing it. The only thing we have now are cowboys, Indian relay racers, horse racers. It's time to start using our horses for what that culture component, that spirit of the horse.